Well, things got a little chippy today on First Take between Cam Newton and Stephen A. Smith. Basically, Cam Newton told Stephen A. Smith, man, you got to watch your mouth when you're talking about Lamar Jackson, because you know how Stephen A. does with certain players. But before we get off into today's podcast, tell a friend to tell a friend. Well, guys, man, today on First Take, man, Cam Newton has had enough, man. And basically, he told Stephen A. Smith, man, you're going to watch your mouth when you're talking about Lamar Jackson. And basically, Cam Newton has been sitting back listening to Stephen A. Smith's takes on Lamar Jackson, where Stephen A. Smith, he holds Lamar Jackson to a different standard than these other quarterbacks in the NFL, mainly when it comes to Josh Allen. Now, Stephen A. Smith has been on record to think that, Josh Allen is a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is a two-time reigning MVP. I think, me personally, he's on a way to winning his third, NFL MVP. And Josh Allen hasn't won nothing. He hasn't won a Super Bowl. He hasn't won an MVP. And the thing about it is, Stephen A. Smith holds Lamar Jackson to a standard where just because he hasn't won a championship, he's not giving Lamar Jackson the credit that Lamar Jackson deserves as being a NFL quarterback. Now, when Lamar was drafted, he was drafted, by the Baltimore Ravens. They moved up. Ozzie Newsome moved up to get him, where a lot of people didn't want to take a chance on Lamar Jackson because they thought Lamar Jackson coming out of Louisville after he won the Heisman, that he wasn't an NFL quarterback. They wanted him to change his position to be a wide receiver or a running back or a special teams player. And Lamar Jackson begged to differ. He stood 10 toes down saying, no, I'm a quarterback. You draft me as a quarterback, I'm going to play quarterback. And he's made a lot of people eat humble pie because he's came into this league and he has done great things, passing the ball, running the ball. He's a dual threat quarterback, and he's a highlight reel and a highlight waiting to happen. And he has got Baltimore to these playoff games, but he just can't get over the hump with the Kansas City Chiefs because you got the great Patrick Mahomes over there. But that's not a knock on Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's skill set as a quarterback, to me, he's probably the best quarterback in the NFL today. And that's basically what Cam Newton was trying to explain to Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith said he don't have him as the best quarterback. He has Josh Allen up there. Now, what has Josh Allen done? Yeah, he's beat Patrick Mahomes a couple times, but has Josh Allen won a Super Bowl? See, you don't hold Josh Allen and these other quarterbacks to the standard that you're holding Lamar. So Cam Newton basically is getting tired of the slander that Stephen A. Smith is putting out there on Lamar Jackson. So they got into a heated discussion today on First Take, and all hell broke loose. So let's go ahead and roll a clip on what Cam Newton was basically trying to tell Stephen A. Smith. He was telling Stephen A. Smith, man, you better watch your mouth. Let's take a listen.
Cam, I need to make this point on national TV. Stephen A.
Yes, sir.
You must watch what you say about Lamar Jackson.
Yes, sir.
And I don't appreciate it. And respectfully, I see how you talk about Lamar and those certain things. It's like, bro, he's just the greatest quarterback in the league. And we so far forget, like, yo, Josh
I don't think he's
Allen,
the greatest quarterback in the league. Patrick Mahomes is
right
the greatest quarterback in the league.
right now, I'm taking Lamar Jackson over any other quarterback in the NFL,
Including Josh Allen. Including Josh Allen.
Hey. Oh, and that's what I'm trying to tell you, Stephen A. You gotta watch what you say about Lamar Jackson because you ain't holding Josh Allen to the same standards as you're holding Josh Allen. Because you say, oh man, everything first ballot, all this, all man. Man, Chris, you know the only reason why he struggles versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a lot of reasons, is because they're a divisional opponent. They know him the best.
Okay.
When you're playing for the Giants, you know the Redskins gonna play you tough. The Cowboys gonna play you tough. These are divisional games. So I'm sorry, the Commanders. But what I'm saying about Lamar Jackson, we're holding him to this standard. And I love the critiques. I love the analytics, but he's the greatest quarterback in the game right now.
Can I respond? Let me respond to you. First of all, you just sat up there you just said on national television, you're not going to let me do it. I need to watch what I say about Lamar Jackson. I'm heading to Baltimore tomorrow. I'll say it in front of their faces. No, the hell I don't. I stand on what the hell I'm saying about Lamar Jackson. If I said the man was a scrub, that would be blasphemous. If I said the man wasn't all-world, that would be blasphemous. If I refuse to acknowledge the fact that he's a two-time league MVP, that would be blasphemous.
Yeah, you heard what he had to say, man. And this is kind of crazy on how Stephen A. Smith always tries to bring down, these black athletes in a sense where you holding Lamar Jackson to this standard where you're not holding Josh Allen. And that's exactly what Cam Newton was saying. He was just basically calling out Stephen A. Smith for his blasphemy. And then Stephen A. Smith always talking about, I'm not hedging, I'm not budging, I'm not going away from it. And that's why he gets called out time and time again on ESPN First Take. Now, Shannon Sharp called him out. Now Cam Newton is calling him out. And Chris Canty, he had a lot of things to say, weighed in on it, which basically he was trying to, piggyback off of what Cam Newton said. And I don't think Stephen A. Smith gets it. When you're looking at Lamar Jackson, man, sometimes you do got to watch him out. Just because he hasn't won a Super Bowl doesn't mean that he's not the greatest, quarterback that's playing right now. Patrick Mahomes is not having a Patrick Mahomes season. Josh Allen has done some great things. Yes, he's beat Kansas City. Yes, he's beat the Detroit Lions. But Lamar Jackson right now in the NFL is the best quarterback in the NFL right now. And I think this year, with the course that they're going on, they play in Pittsburgh tomorrow. I think, right now, Baltimore is under the radar. You know what I'm saying? And they can just ease their way in there. And I think this year might be the year that, Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens get over the hump. And I'm glad that Cam Newton, stood 10 toes down and let Stephen A. Smith know that, hey, I was an ex-NFL quarterback. I know the slander that comes, but you have to watch your mouth. You have to pipe down. And I'm glad that Cam Newton stood 10 toes down. And when he's talking about certain players struggling against certain teams, yeah, Lamar has struggled against Pittsburgh. That's a divisional opponent. They know his tendencies. You're playing them 2 times a year. You're playing that they in your division. They got your number. I think Lamar is I don't know the record. Like, I think got 1 victory and 9 losses, or 1 victory and 6 losses, or something like that. But that's a divisional opponent. Pittsburgh is tough. Mike Tomlin got them boys playing regardless of what the lineup looks like. Pittsburgh always comes to play when they play the Baltimore Ravens. So, man, with this notion that, Stephen A. Smith got, talking about, I'm not putting him over Josh Allen, I'm not putting him over Patrick Mahomes. For Stephen A. Smith to say Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback playing right now in the NFL based on this year, you got it all wrong, Stephen A. Smith. Josh Allen is doing some great things, but Patrick Mahomes is not having a Patrick Mahomes season. His numbers are not eye-popping. They're not jaw-dropping. Lamar Jackson's numbers are jaw-dropping. So is Josh Allen's. But right now, I still got Lamar Jackson as the best quarterback in the NFL right now. So you guys, let me know what y'all think down in the comments section about today's podcast. I see everybody in the comments section, #salute. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you'll know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger. And we're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.